watching Yoga with Daniel Artman and guest Thryn, Kalanara Vinyasa, Part 2. Find Kumbhakasana, plank, breathe deep, and exhale to ground the heart. Untuck the toes, walk your palms forward, spread your fingers wide. Align your forearms like the number 11, and lift the heart and float the crown, Sphinx pose. Tops of the toes or forefoot is active, legs engaged. In Part 1, we practice sun salutation A and B, but all strands must pass through the core, for the core is a source of your physical strength. So find forearm plank, extending your hips upward and holding in line with your heels and your shoulders. Gaze forward. Keep the core active and breathe as slowly as you can, and hold for 60 seconds. Exhale to lower the heart. Take a few breaths resting in Sphinx pose. And draw your chin to your bottom of your mat. Bend both knees and reach the palms to grab for the edges of both feet, setting up for floor bow pose, Dhanurasana. Lift by drawing the shoulders together and elevating the quadriceps. Keep the knees approximately hip width distance apart. You're working toward creating a teardrop shape. Dare to breathe. Exhale to gently release the bind. Retrace your fingertips to your shoulder blades, elbows come back to the ribs, and press your hips up and back to your heels. Shift your hips off to either side and extend your legs long, Dandasana. Sit up tall. Flex your heels, toes toward your face, and sit up tall. Keep the core active, reach your palms out. We're setting up for Navasana boat pose by lifting the ankles parallel to the floor and to the sky. Keep your neck long and your crown in alignment with your spine, and exhale to lower to a hover, low boat. Inhale, high boat, keep the shoulders back, and exhale, low boat, 2. Inhale, high boat. Exhale to hover. 2 more. Inhale, lift up, Navasana. Exhale to hover. 1 more, you got this. Inhale, high boat. Keep the gaze lifted and exhale lower to a hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the posture. Reconnect. Traction your palms to the base of your thighs and begin to start rocking and rolling yourself up and down the length of your mat vertically until one of 3 actions, either easy seat Sukhasana, or roll to standing Samatihiti, or cross the legs and jump through and take a Vinyasa, 1 breath per action. Choose your own adventure. Arrive at standing, top of the mat. Stand up tall with your shoulders back. Walk your feet mat width distance apart, toes out, heels in. Reach your palms overhead. Breathe deep. And exhale to sink for Malasana, Yogi Squat. You can rest your elbows on your knees, or if you have the flexibility, you can release your pelvic floor completely, pressing your palms firmly together and anchoring your elbows on the inside of both knees. This is a standing posture, so there's opposite action. The hips are low, but the spine stays elongated, crown elevated to its fullest expression. Breathe evenly. Exhale to lower the palms to the earth. And on your next inhale, extend your hips upward, but stay folded forward. Keep the navel drawn in as you heel toe your big toes together to touch. Uttanasana. And now we're going to sink the hips back down low. Keep the big toes together. Keep your shins parallel to the ground. And balance on your toes, placing your palms on your knees. Stay here, or if you're ready to practice Bakasana crow pose, you can extend your palms forward in front of the knees and rise onto the tops of your toes, keeping the knees behind the triceps or up to your armpits. And maybe you can lift your right toes or maybe your left for this arm balance. Keep the palms active. Keep the core supremely drawn inward. Crow pose. Exhale to release the posture. Leap back chaturanga and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale to extend the right heel high, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, step through, low lunge. Settle your foundation. Locate the right heel as you dial the left heel. Lining up your right heel with your left arch. Walk your left fingers forward, and we're going to dial open into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Inhale to expand, and exhale to refine the posture. Maintain a deep lunge in your front knee. Right knee is vertically aligned with your right heel, left leg fully engaged, edge of your foot either parallel to the back of your mat or a slight inward rotation to keep the right knee over the toes. Keep your shoulders and hips squared. Straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale to turn the palm and lift up, reverse warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep lunge. And on your exhale, dial the palms to 12 and 6, Uttita Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Option to rest your elbow on your knee, or you can hover your right forearm aligned with your right cat on the inside of your right ankle. Straight line of energy from palm to palm. Dristi should be just past your left thumb. Inhale to lift back through Warrior 2. Exhale forward. Inhale to straighten the front knee. Keep the arms parallel, hips shifting back, setting up for Trikonasana, and surf your upper half forward and dial into triangle pose. So keep the hips open. You want to stand wide and maintain the vertical base that you establish in Warrior 2. Take up a lot of space. Imagine that you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Inhale to lift the arms and rotate all 10 toes to the left for a 5-pointed star. It's a fact of neurological science that when you take up a lot of space with your frame, that your frequency increases, your mood elevates. Seal your Jnana Mudra, which is your index finger and thumb. Keep the core active. Engage as you fold forward, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide leg forward fold. Keep the toes forward. So that the edges of your feet stay parallel with your mat. And over time, you can heel toe wide enough to rest your crown to the earth. Keep your arms level with the earth. And maintain the core. And inhale to flip the mudras and rise back into your 5-pointed star. Exhale to rotate open the Warrior 2 toward the front of your mat turn your palm. Inhale, reach up, look up, peaceful warrior. And exhale to dial the palms down. Turn on the right toes, free the right heel, and float through your three-legged vinyasa. One breath per one action. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale to extend your left heel high, three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to nose curl, step through, low lunge. Dial the right heel down. Walk your right fingertips forward and open up, warrior two. We're here for 5 breaths. Where can you find more refinement? Turn your left palm, inhale to reach up, look up, peaceful warrior. But stay for your exhale, maintain the lunge in your left knee. And exhale to dial the arms back to 12 and 6 side angle pose. Maintain your vertical base. Expand with your inhales. Contract on your exhales and tilt your heart 1 more degree towards space. Inhale to lift your arms back through warrior two. Exhale forward. Inhale to straighten the left knee, keep the arms parallel, shifting the hips back, setting up for Trikonasana, opposite side, and exhale to dial into triangle pose. Inhale your arms back up to a T and rotate all 10 toes toward the right, 5-pointed star, opposite side. Take up space. Seal your Jnana Mudra, index finger and thumb circular, engage the core, and fold forward. This time, slight variation. Let's interlace the fingers at the base of your spine, drawing your fists together and extending your arms upward toward your crown. Extend your index fingers and wrap your thumbs. Keep the core engaged and keep the breath active. Slowly release the bind and draw your palms in front of your face. Inhale to lift up halfway. Keep the fingertips connected to your mat. And exhale to fold. Hover your palms about an inch off of your mat. Stay low. Spread the wings wide. And on your next inhale, we're going to hinge back open to our 5-pointed star. Keep the feet forward and rotate open to warrior two. Lunge deeply in your left knee. Turn the front palm. Inhale to reach up, look up, peaceful warrior. And exhale to cartwheel your palms down. Turn on the right toes. Engage and extend the left heel behind you, three-legged dog, and float through your vinyasa, 1 breath per 1 action. Downward facing dog. Inhale to extend the right heel high, three-legged dog. And exhale, half pigeon. Draw your knee forward, rest it behind your right wrist, draping your torso over your thigh. Extend the left heel behind you, toes untucked. Walk your palms and elbows back toward your core. Then press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over your left shoulder to make any corrections. Keep the toes straight and exhale to sleep your pigeon, walking your palms forward either to your forearms or extend your palms completely, giving your third eye a rest. Hold for a minute and begin to start waking up your pigeon one feather at a time, retracing your palms back beneath your shoulders, pressing up and extending the right heel back into space. Bend the knee and rotate the right hip over left. Three-legged down dog. Take whatever organic movements to restore sensation. And if you want to flip your dog into wild thing, you get there by hovering the right palm and turning your torso over, right toes land, and reach the right palm forward as you extend through the hips. This is a back bend, and you want to stay strong on your left palm as it is supporting it. Dare to breathe. How slow can you rotate, moving back through and finding downward facing dog, inhaling on three-legged down dog and exhaling downward facing dog. Inhale to extend the left heel high, setting up for half pigeon. Exhale to draw the knee forward, rest it behind your left wrist, extending the right heel, leg back, toe untucked. Find your center, press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over your right shoulder and walk your palms forward. Go to sleep. Stay here for 1 minute, and just as mindfully as you did on the opposite side, begin to wake up your pigeon. Walk your palms back beneath your shoulders, press up, three-legged down dog, left leg, bending the knee and rotating the hip, left over right, and find organic movements. And if you flipped your dog into wild thing on the opposite side, hover the left palm and turn over. Maintain stability in your right palm. Continue to breathe. How slow can you rotate and find three-legged down dog on an inhale? And exhaling, downward facing dog. Look forward between your palms and step through to a seat, Dandasana. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Keep the core active. Connect your pinky finger to your thumb and open the petals of your lotus mudra and inhale to reach for your dharma, and on your exhale, simple fold forward. Either reach for your ankles or the edges of both feet. Allow gravity to do the work here. Refrain from forcing the posture. And exhale to release the pose. Now we're going to take the heels wide, keep the heels flexed as we practice the wide leg version of this fold, you may have to resituate the sit bones. Breathe, and just send your momentum forward and fold. Option to walk your fingers forward, or option to take your peace fingers and reach for your big toe and flex forward. Keep the core engaged. Breathe. Exhale to release the posture. Make the spine long, and now we're going to draw the right heel into your left thigh crease. Keep the left heel flexed, toes up, square your hips and shoulders forward, reach up, and exhale to turn pivot and dive over your left leg for Janu Sirsasana, head to knee pose. You can bend your knee as needed to make forehead to knee contact. It is not required to straighten the leg. Keep the shoulders square. Maintain the breath. Release the posture and switch out the legs. Left sole of your foot into the right thigh crease. Reach up, look up, inhale, exhale, turn, pivot, and dive. A few more breaths. And when you're ready, release the posture. Find an easy seat, Sukhasana, and scoot forward to the top of your mat for Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, by drawing the soles of your feet together and draw your heels towards your root chakra, reaching for the pinky edges of your feet. Option is sit tall, or you can bend forward and shrug the shoulders. Keep the knees drawn wide. And when you're ready, release. Tiny package pose. Reach across your ankles with forearms grabbing opposite elbows. Keep the chin tucked. Squeeze tight. Keep your toes grounded as you inhale, and carefully, slowly, on your exhale, keep the bind and roll onto your spine. Release the bind, align the spine, and send your knees over to the left, arms outstretched, gaze right for the supine twist. Inhale the knees back towards center. Use your palms to realign. And send the knees over to the right, outstretching the arms and gaze left. draw the knees back towards center. And tiny package posture, lying down. Reach for opposite elbows over the shins, squeeze tight. And now lower the heels and extend your palms long along your side body and walk your heels toward you so that your longest finger can reach your heels. Knees are hip width distance apart, setting up for Setu Bandhasana. Bridge pose. First exhaling any remaining wind from your lungs and then extend your hips upward. Keep the toes forward and keep the knees aligned with the hips. Chin away from your chest, look up. You can notice the rising and sinking of your belly breath. Option to bind your fingers at the base of your spine and dragging your fist past your tailbone, tucking in one shoulder and then the opposite for a deeper engagement. Exhale to release the bind and lower back down. Draw your knees into your chest for one final tight squeeze. Option to take happy baby by reaching between the knees and grabbing for the edges of both feet and disconnect. Find that long forgotten space where you are free of all care. And recede into this posture. This will be the last posture that I cue for in this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of that you wanted to practice, you could do so here. But for everyone else, when you are ready, you can open up into your final relaxation by extending your arms and legs down the length of your mat, heels to the corner, allowing your toes to fall, palms up to receive. Keep the shoulders grounded so that your heart stays elevated above the soil. This is your corpse pose, Shavasana.
Thank you for sharing your practice with us this morning and for the gift of your presence. And if this resonated with you above, be sure to like, share, subscribe below, or you can support the channel by leaving a donation in my Venmo account. Have a great day, good karma, and namaste.